Explain to us why you have a different view about cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrencies.
Well, you might have noticed all of those guys are over 60, and I'm not. And there's some truth to that, in that, you know, it's very difficult for someone who didn't grow up in a digital world to actually start understanding how we can be moving into a digital world. Bitcoin you can look at as digital gold. You know, what is gold? Gold is a precious metal. It could have been copper or lots of things on the periodic tables. But way back, people chose gold to have value, and it has value solely because people say it has value. Bitcoin is built on an amazing technology. There's a limited supply of it. People are trusting it. Remember, this whole revolution came out of a breakdown in trust. You know, it came out of the '08 financial crisis, where people say, hey, we no longer trust financial institutions. We don't trust governments. And in parts of the world, today still, I mean, if you're in Venezuela, it's really hard to trust a central bank, or in Zimbabwe. And so the decentralized revolution, which Bitcoin is really the kind of poster child of, is a response to kind of the breakdown of trust.
Mike, is it an investment or is it a trade? And I ask that because just overnight there was a cryptocurrency I'd never heard of, actually. It's called Tether. And there was some theft of that, and that drove Bitcoin down 5.5%. Now it's come back since. It seems to be an awful lot of volatility in these cryptocurrencies.
We're in the second or third inning of this revolution, and so these are all very young experiments. Each of these coins are individual ecosystems with their own use case. And so Bitcoin, the largest, is really a decentralized system of money, or decentralized system of store wealth. But there are 1,000 other coins, 30, 40 decent market cap coins that have their own system. Because prices have moved so far, like in anything, people are nervous, and so, you know, you've made a whole lot of money and there's news, you want to book your profits and get out, and so.
But to be fair, I mean, people lost millions of dollars they're not going to get back. How does that not put the whole model into question?
So the total market cap of the crypto space now is about $250 billion, and 30 million got hacked and got stolen. And so it certainly gets people nervous. We spend a lot of time thinking about security of our coins and how to custody them and how to keep them safe. You know, 2 years ago when I had a smaller amount invested, I spent a lot less time.
Yeah, just to take a look at that chart, this is sort of market share of the different cryptocurrencies, with the white Bitcoin being at the top, the Ethereum, the orange there. And so that's not total value, that's market share, basically. Right. And it looks like Ethereum has taken some, but now receded a little bit. Yeah,
so for a while, Ethereum really had an amazing run, right? It went from, you know, $1 really 2 years ago up to $400. And Bitcoin kind of stayed on the sidelines during that move. And then Bitcoin had a big move. I think right now, for first-timers that are entering this market, Bitcoin is the name they've heard of, and so that's what's really kind of driving that move. Just in the last few days, Ethereum has started to move. I actually think it's going to put in new highs soon. There's a lot of positive things happening in the Ethereum ecosystem.
So what's the new high? So what's your Bitcoin call for 2018?
So I think literally we end the year at 10,000 in Bitcoin, and so that's a decent move from here. And I think we end the year at close to 500 in Ethereum.
So how much have you been able to raise for your fund? You're targeting 500 million.
You know, the SEC doesn't allow us to talk about fundraising on TV, or I get in big trouble.
Better or worse than you thought it was going to be?
It's been interestingly, people have been interestingly receptive.
Interesting and respective. Okay, and have you been betting on any of the ICOs at all?
Sure, we've been betting on lots of ICOs. Again, each ICO is...
Like which one?
Well, so I've got a bet on Wax, which is coming up. It's a token that's going to try to decentralize the marketplace for skins, which are the clothing, shields, swords, helmets that gamers buy to make their avatars look prettier.
Wow. Okay, he's gonna have to explain that in the
Brave
break,
new world.
That was like whoosh over my head.
By the way,
right,
I am over 60.
How about this? How about this?
I'm not.
There are more people that buy and sell digital clothing than there are that buy and sell Bitcoin and all the rest of the cryptocurrencies combined.
What?
It's a giant market.